Yeah, so I got a couple of requests to talk about the situation with Kenneka Jenkins, um, the 19-year-old that was found dead in a freezer in Chicago at the Crown Plaza Hotel. So I'm going to talk about it. And this is just my opinion. I wasn't there, obviously. It happened last week while I was going through Hurricane Irma. So this is just me looking, out looking at this thing from the outside looking in. Okay, giving you my 2 cents on what's happening and what's going down with the situation. So, from what I understand, Kenneka Jenkins, 19-year-old from Chicago, went to a birthday party. I believe it was a relative or something like that at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Chicago. Friday night. Okay. And the body was found Sunday morning. All right. So it's a lot of things going on. Smells like a cover up to me, and I'm explaining why later in the video. But the first thing I want to talk about is this post I found on Twitter. Allegedly, this person on Facebook, Cornell Mitchell, I guess his middle name is Neil, I'm not sure, apparently was at a party, and he is insinuating that if someone is trying to rape you, basically let the girl be raped and not fight it, because if you fight it, you'll be killed. That is the thought process of a person, okay, allegedly, who was at the party. That's the thought process of this person. Now, right there, that's abhorrent thinking. That's way beyond a pedophile right there. That's just, that kind of thinking. Excuse me. My bad. Morning sinuses. That kind of thinking is completely abhorrent. To say, and I'm going to read what he says. It says, maybe I just phrased it wrong. I'm just saying, if somebody tried to rape you, let him. So you can go to your family and police and tell them why, put up a fight so they can kill you. I don't know. That's what I would want my little lady to do. Wow. Bitches get themselves killed when they get raped. Bitch, you ain't no virgin. Sit back and take that D like you usually do and go home and tell police. Wow. It's the same thing with pedophiles. Like I said, I think pedophilia, people who prey on children, is the lowest of the low. Scum of the earth. When you do that to a child, that changes them forever. Same thing with being raped. You are changed forever. It's worse than being murdered because of the fact that you have to live. Well, you don't have to live, but you are living. You're living with the situation that changed your mental and physical being. You have cases of people who are, were sodomized, raped, etc. Of course, they have suicidal thoughts, or some commit suicide, but you are forever changed, is my point. And this guy condones it. He's like, well, don't fight it. He says, don't fight it. Let them rape you. That's what he says. Let them rape you. And go back to your family. So that's the thought process of this guy, allegedly, who was at the party on Friday. So, another thing I want to point out is, I'm going to go back to the surveillance footage as well. I saw some footage on YouTube saying that the woman, or excuse me, Kenneka Jenkins was being watched. Okay, Kenneka Jenkins was being watched. I got it on my history. Let me see. Okay, yeah, right here. Yeah, she's being watched by somebody. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find her being watched by somebody, which this person's pointing out. Now, I found the original video. I believe this is the original video right here, where somebody is watching her while she's stumbling around in the kitchen area, or in the hotel lobby, rather. Or lower level lobby, rather. And I can't see anybody here. Okay. Now, see, I've also seen people posting that, oh, this is not her. She's too thick. I'm like, I'm looking at this photo, and on my thumbnail, she has the same outfit. Now, obviously, their cameras at the hotel are obviously probably outdated, and you're going to look a little bigger with these type of cameras, but that is her stumbling around. Also, the question is, why is she by herself? Right? She didn't come there alone. So why is she by herself stumbling around? And I think she was drugged. It's not just alcohol, but I think she was drugged. The toxicology report has not been released, which is still, in the process of being released. And there's no doubt about it, she was drugged. And once the toxicology report gets released, you will find that out. Okay? So this is her stumbling around right here. And this is her in the kitchen area. Okay? And they're saying that this is footage of her walking into the freezer. It's not, obviously. Her sister, Kenneka's sister, says that there's a camera in front of the freezer. She asked the police, where's the footage? And the police basically said, we don't know. So here's the thing. When you have this kind of foul play, this kind of investigation, okay, the hotel releases every particular footage unedited to the police. Obviously, the police has all the footage. They release what they wanted to release to the public, and they're still investigating what they did release to the public. So obviously, the timestamps when you watch these videos don't make sense. All right? And the police knows what's up. They know it's foul play, so they're covering this thing up, in my opinion. So they have all the raw footage that the hotel released, that the hotel released to them. They have all the raw footage. They released this footage that they have to the public, doctored, edited, and it's the timestamps, like I said, don't make sense. Right? This is her again, coming out of a elevator, stumbling around by herself. Okay. This stuff doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. Right? This is her again right here. Stumbling around. Again, she's by herself. Why is she by herself? Okay.
Here's
now,
the pillow everyone is talking about. The pancake pillow.
Shut this off real quick.
Pillow that custom fits to your...
All right. So, I don't know where they found this person at. This person named Andrew Holmes. He talking about. All right, let me just play the clip, and I'll come back with my commentary. This doesn't make any sense at all, and I don't know where this guy came from. But let me play this clip, and I'll come back with my commentary. All right, here we go. Hold on.
I did view the video. Some parts of the video that I won't get into hamper this investigation, but the important part is that we all was wondering and wanted to know, did anybody pull her down there? Did anybody force her down there? Was anybody on the other side in that room when she got down there? And the answer to that is no. She walked into that unsecured area that should have been secured and blocks on there where she couldn't get in there. I've been inside the freezer down there, and upon looking at that freezer, you can open up that door, take a half step up, turn to your left, pull the other door. This door would be closing anyway. The other door, probably when she got in there, that door closed on her too, and it was dark in it. Now, there is a knob that you can push to get out of there, but, that investigation has to go on with both my police department.
Our sources telling WGN investigates that there was no lock on the old freezer door. Body of Kenneka Jenkins was found this weekend. The hotel surveillance video yielding WGN investigates that there was no lock on the old freezer door where the body of Kenneka Jenkins was found this weekend. The hotel surveillance video yielding important clues for investigators as to precise...
Okay, my bad. I don't know where that came from. Let me start over again. Well, let's start where it cut off.
Door, probably when she got in there, that door closed on the two, and it was dark in there. Now, there is a knob that you can push to get out of there, but, you know, that investigation has to go on with both my police departments to wait on the toxicology to see what's going on with that. But as far as someone pulling her down there, leading her down there,
okay. So, like I said, I don't know where this guy came from. He's saying that basically she went in there by herself and opened the door into the freezer. You know, I personally don't believe that. I personally don't believe that she went in the freezer by herself. I believe it's foul play. I believe somebody did that, and the footage, the police got the footage of her allegedly going into the freezer. They got that footage. They're not releasing it to the public for whatever reason. They're trying to come up with their ways to cover it up, but they got every single footage of what the hotel released to the police. They got it, and they only released doctored, edited footage to the public so they can speculate. And they got this guy, Andrew Holmes, saying, well, she went in there by herself. I don't know why he would say that. You know? Is he aligned with the police? Did the police tell him to come out there and say those statements so they can calm the public down now that this has reached national attention? You know, this is supposed to be a local story because so much situations come out of Chicago, you know, with the killings of black people out there. They just thought this was another dead nigger, basically. And they didn't realize this was going to have such national attention, which is why I'm talking about it right now, and which is why people wanted me to talk about the situation. But yeah, I think it's foul play, and I think the police is doing their best to come up with the situation to cover this up. And they got all the footage. They only released what they wanted to show to the public. They got the raw footage of what happened with this young lady. Now, regardless of what you want to talk about in terms of the party itself, I saw footage of her before the alleged incident in the freezer. She's partying with a bunch of young kids, smoking and drinking at a birthday party. Obviously, anything to do with that comes. There's nothing good that comes out of that kind of situation. We know this. But if she was set up by her friends, also, that lets you know the kind of mentality us black people have if we're doing this to each other. You know, the alleged raping comments, just take the rape and don't fight it, you'll have your life saved, abhorrent and ridiculous. And like I said, if she was set up by her friends for this birthday party, you know, that's a major, 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 major blow and shame on those people out there and us black people collectively as a group, how we treat each other in these kind of situations. Major blow if they set her up to be killed or they try to drug her. And like I said, I do believe she was drugged. Not only drunk, but drugged as well. The toxicology report will reveal that later on. But yeah, you know, I think this is much foul play. And obviously more things are going to come out as the story continues to unfold. We'll see more and more things come out as the story continues to unfold. As we saw with the footage that was just released just recently by the police. They only showed what they wanted you to see. They have all the rest of the footage. All right. So, yeah, family, you know, it's a lot of foul play going on. I couldn't find the person what she was talking about with this chick.
Here, that is a person.
Right here.
That is a motherfucking person right here. And if you stare very close at this person when y'all watch this video, it's gonna be hard to see it through my camera. You have to directly be looking at this shit.
Yeah, I couldn't find that chick what she was talking about. The person that was staring at her in the hallway. But like I said, that goes to show you the amount of unanswered questions and the amount of just foul shit that's been going on with the death of Kenneka Jenkins. A lot of unanswered questions. Why was she roaming around in the hotel hallways by herself? Why was she so drunk and stumbling and drugged by herself without nobody noticing with all these cameras around? You know what I'm saying? In the kitchen area by herself. It's like a movie. It was like it's like a movie where somebody's trying to escape a killer and they're by themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was like looking at the footage. But I'll continue to talk about this as more evidence, more footage, and more talks come out about the situation. This is very unique, you know, because like I said, you know, black people, we don't walk into no damn freezers at all. Period. We don't walk into no freezers, so I don't believe she walked into no damn freezer willingly and locked herself in there. I don't believe that. Police got the footage of her walking into the freezer. As Kenneka Jenkins' sister said, there was a camera on the freezer itself, and the police said, we don't know if the camera picked it up. They do know because the hotel got it. All right? The hotel got it. So we'll wait and see for more evidence to come out, and I'll continue to cover this story as it unfolds. I still believe it's foul play, and I'm waiting on the toxicology report to reveal the drugs that were in her system. All right? So anyway, family, those are my thoughts on that. Leave your comments down below about this situation. Let me know your thoughts about what you've seen so far regarding the Kenneka Jenkins situation. Let me know in the comment section down below, family. Excuse my morning sinuses. You know, anytime in the morning, usually I have these sinuses, so I'm kind of congested, but it's all good though. It'll get cleared up later on today. Anyway, family, Sean C, aka the Black Separatist. Make sure you comment down below. Also follow me on social media at the Black Separatist on Instagram and Twitter, and also blackspot.com. Until next time, family, Chauncey, aka the Black Separatist, signing out.